Hi, welcome to Live and Look Luxe, my beauty masterclass, where you can go and become an expert in your own beauty so that you leave a little bit more informed on how you can make better choices based on your coloring, your face shape, even body shapes, so you can better shop for clothing, accessories, and build a makeup collection of your dreams that's really going to suit you in all ways. This masterclass is truly a love letter to all of my subscribers and friends. I worked really hard on each and every chapter, and I'm so happy to finally share with you here now on YouTube. So welcome, and let's get into it. Hi, welcome to chapter 4. Today we're going to be talking about skin tone. So the importance of knowing your skin tone isn't just to find the best shade of concealer or foundation. Also super important to know your skin tone in order to choose your wardrobe. So understanding your skin tone will help you better understand what colors to wear, of course, what lipstick shade to use, and basically just what colors you want to surround yourself with. So wearing the right color for your skin tone isn't just making a fashion statement. It'll make your complexion glow and just come alive. The right color on you will make you feel vibrant and alive. And the part where that might be a little confusing is that beige tones on some people is what might make them come alive, even though beige is not a loud color. So some of you might already understand the power of a good color on you. Or if you have a favorite shirt or something that every time you put this on, you feel good, chances are it's because the color suits you perfectly. So in this chapter, I'm going to go over ways on how you can expertly identify what skin tone you are, so that from here on out, you're able to choose what is right for you, instead of walking into a store and feeling completely overwhelmed. I hear this all the time from clients. I walk into Sephora and I'm so overwhelmed. And that's because you're taking in the whole store. And that's just so much. That would be too much for anyone. But if you walk into a store and automatically just hone in on the area that suits you, it becomes so much easier. And I do the same thing when shopping for clothing. When I walk into a store, I kind of gaze over the entire store and automatically gravitate to the nudes and the olives, as I'm a neutral skin tone. All right, so first of all, let's talk about the types of skin tone. So we have our cool tones, our neutrals, and our golden tones. And it is a spectrum, so not everyone fits exactly at the extremes, like a perfect neutral or a perfect cool or a perfect golden. But understanding which one you're closest to just completely eliminates all the others that don't work. One of the simplest ways to just see what makes your complexion come alive is simply to just hold up a t-shirt, a scarf, or basically a simple color. Start with a very cool royal blue. Then go into your oranges, reds, rusty colors, and then try the nudes, beiges, more earthy tones. And you can almost right away tell, no, this washes me out, it makes me feel kind of drab, or until you put on that color that you're like, wow, I have some rosiness to my skin, or it makes my eyes pop. That's the right color for you. But the most surefire way to figure out your skin tone is to look at your veins. So bluish, grayish veins means you are a cool skin tone. If your veins look really greenish, almost to a yellow tint to them, you are warm skin toned. And if you have a little bit of both, or it looks kind of confusing, like my vein up here looks kind of purple, then down here it looks green, and that makes me a neutral skin tone. Another way to tell is going by your eye color. Our hair colors can change, but your eyes will always stay the same. So typically blue, kind of tealish eyes are cool skin tones. The browns and honey kind of eye colors tend to be your warm skin tones. And then green and hazel tends to be your more neutrals. Another thing you can look at is your teeth. Typically, cool skin tones have very almost whitish, bluish teeth. Whereas if you're warm skin toned, your teeth look creamy, like milky white. And again, neutral skin tones, they're a little bit in between. Understanding your skin tone will also help you enhance your hair color in the right direction. So as a hairdresser, I actually believe that you're not always born with the hair color that better suits your skin tone. So again, your skin tone and your eyes stay the same. Of course, you can get some sun and kind of get a little bit deeper in the summer, but overall you will have the same skin tone. And once you know your skin tone, playing with your hair color can actually enhance the tones that are already there. So for example, if you're neutral and you have dark hair, something a little bit softer, so even just adding, say, caramel highlights, will completely soften the look and just bring out those beautiful undertones in your complexion to really just make it pop. As well as for someone that has cooler skin tone, if they have a little bit of brass or a little bit of golden tones in their hair, it's really not going to suit them. So either dark hair or really toned, more ashy, cool hair is going to suit them so much better. Now, if you're a warm skin tone, lucky for you, you get to sport a little bit more of those warmer hair tones, which thankfully right now we're really in. And those warm golden tones in your hair actually make your skin look alive, and which would have the complete opposite effect on someone with a cooler skin tone. One point I really wanted to make is that skin tone is completely irrelevant to the lightness or deepness of your skin. I feel like I see this a lot in the beauty industry, but someone with a deeper skin color will automatically be put under the category of warm skin tones. And you can have a beautiful deep complexion that's actually very cool. And then you could also have very fair complexions that are very warm. So definitely know the difference between the two, but I would definitely say skin tone is more important than skin deepness. Another way to kind of confirm and compare is to compare celebrity skin tone to yours. So to give you a few examples, J.Lo is iconic for having a beautiful, warm, golden glow always, and that is because she is warm skin toned. And then on the opposite side of the spectrum, we have Nicole Kidman and Angelina Jolie. They are on the cool side of the spectrum. And so one is blonde, one is brunette, but they're still both cool. So for Nicole Kidman, even though she is blonde, she's very fair and she has blue eyes. And she definitely looks better when she has cooler hair color. She's definitely done the warmer tones, and I personally don't think it suits her. And that's because she is a cool tone. Some good examples of a neutral skin tone is Hailey Bieber, Rihanna, and Mila Kunis. So we've kind of gone over the cool skin tones, the warm, and we know that there is also neutral. So for neutral, you're probably wondering, well, what does that mean for me? Does that mean that I can just do both? And the truth is kind of. You can go into the more blues and that would still look good, or you can go into the reds and oranges and that would still look good. What will not work on you is the extremes. So like a royal, very intense blue, or say a very true red. That might not work on someone who is neutral toned. But if you're going in with like a softer blue and you're sticking to the cool head to toe, then it works. You're kind of a chameleon in that way. What does not work is if you mix from both ends of the spectrum. So say you're wearing, a very orange outfit and then you have very cool blue toned makeup tones, that would just clash. That would clash on anyone because you're doing opposite ends. But basically the neutral tones wants more of a softness of tones. So that's why I think your nudes, your beiges, and your earth tones. Just a lot more soft and just really doesn't pick a side. Going even deeper to deciphering your skin tone is that you can categorize your coloring as seasons. And this is more taking in your hair and your skin into account. So just like the seasons, there's 4 of them. So there's the light, so light hair, light complexion, and soft. And then there's the light contrasted. So that can mean that you have very fair skin, but then you have darker hair and you have that bigger contrast. So then you have the dark and soft. So that's a deeper complexion with really light hair. Then you have the dark contrast. So that would be the deeper skin tone with really light hair. So if we're talking in terms of season, the light soft would be your spring, your dark soft would be your summer, your light contrast would be your fall, and your dark contrast would be your winter, so more like harsh tones. This is typically a more old school way of approaching skin tone because I feel now we focus more on the skin tone and you can kind of rock any hair color that you'd like as long as it's within the same tone. Still very interesting kind of topic if you want to do a little more research on it. All right, so I invite you the next couple of days to try out different colors. If you're out shopping, pull up different tops in various shades and hues to see what looks good on your skin. Of course, don't forget to do the vein test, and you always want to do that out in natural sunlight. And so once you do a couple of trials of the tips that I've mentioned here today, you should be your very own absolute skin tone expert. And then you'll be ready for our next chapter.